Green Grease, the waterproof fertilizer-resistant synthetic grease that lasts up to 8 times longer than regular grease. Now available at participating Napa stores, AutoZone, Tractor Supply, and Advance Auto Parts.
On this episode of Tractor Fanatic, we'll head into Alan Stahls' barn and get an up-close look at his restored tractor collection.
It's essentially a men's club here because, you know, you go in that building right there, you got the wood stove, you got every tool you ever need to make anything, you got guys hanging out and joking around, and really cool toys. You got a nice setup here. I mean,
thank you.
You got the coolest toys in the world. Your buddies come rolling in all the time just to hang out. People you don't even know stop by to check out your place, and everybody's welcome.
Yes.
I haven't seen you throw one person out today.
No. Well, I'm too old and puny to
That's why you got your sons, the big rangy ones.
Yeah, and Louie around here somewhere.
Yeah, Louie will scare them off. And just take that camera and just look through this little corridor of just beauty. Look at that. Just get right in there. Look at that. This is proof of a real shop right here. They make their own stuff. They make their own tools, the things they need. We got a portable little welding, grinding table that you can take anywhere. You can't get that at Cracker Barrel. I'm pretty sure these are my unused minutes. I don't know. I never thought I'd actually see one. So let's take it on the run. I'm just kidding, it's time for me to fly. I'm joking. So I'm just gonna keep on loving you, okay? It's the only thing I can do. Lisa, come on. An REO Speedwagon, they really make them. These kids today don't know anything about that. Well, you know, I mean, look at this shop we got here. I mean, if this is not it's a men's club.
Yes, it is.
You got the wood stove.
Yeah.
Great chairs, hammers, fire.
Anvil.
There's an anvil. You gotta have an anvil.
Yeah.
There's not one thing you can't make.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Green Grease, the waterproof fertilizer-resistant synthetic grease that lasts up to 8 times longer than regular grease. Use Green Grease on your car, truck, tractor, boat trailer wheel bearings, anything with a grease fitting. Green Grease seals and protects, even underwater. Now available at participating Napa stores, AutoZone, Tractor Supply, and Advance Auto Parts.
We got to see all kinds of cool tractors. And it's so cool. This is their family farm. This is where they farm and they live, and they have this great love of tractors. And they've redone so many of them, done such a great job. Tell me about this beauty right here.
This is a late model M670, LP gas. It's a 69 model.
When did they go from gas to this?
1940. They were the pioneer first to build an LP gas tractor.
Moline was?
Yes, that's the way I understand. And most of it's done in the West where LP gas was a byproduct. It was very cheap. I've heard as cheap as 6 cents a gallon.
Right.
Of course, I can remember when I first started farming, we bought gas for 14 cents.
See, I don't have any of those stories.
No.
Like when I was a
know
kid,
enough.
gum was 30 cents when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Okay, and okay, let's stay on this side right here. Look at this thing. Golly, they're just so nice.
This is Brother Norbert's. This is called a Waterloo R-Moline. It was assembled in Waterloo, Ontario, Canada. So they didn't have to pay the import duty. They were shipped in pieces on skids and assembled in Canada.
Oh, okay.
And that makes it a Waterloo. The brass tag up here by the radiator shroud, it proves that it's a Waterloo. He bought that on the Rex Mercer sale.
Mm-hmm. Is that power steering?
No, that's the oil fill.
I was kidding, sorry.
On top of where the hydraulic pump should be mounted.
That's great. Okay, now I've been staring at this truck forever. Tell me about this truck right here.
This is a 1948 Rio that my daddy bought new. This was our biggest grain truck at one time.
Look at this.
My neighbor restored it for me, and I had the upholstery redone here at Evansville.
Is that right?
And then I've repowered it with a later model overhead valve Rio engine, and it runs on LP gas.
Now this thing doesn't dump, right?
No, not anymore.
Okay, it's just flatbed.
I removed the dump. It's just
Oh,
a
it used
flatbed
to?
now.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Man, that's so sweet. Now what about these things right here?
Now, this is a 1947 Z Moline. It was Dad's first Moline. Our son and myself restored it, and this used to do all our planting and cultivating and some field work. That was quite a workhorse in its day.
I bet. Now I'm noticing the colors here. Now, is it these original colors that they just changed over the years?
No, this is an original color. We bought this from a friend, and he liked this yellow better.
So you just did it because I see a lot of them have this kind of
you,
yellow.
You
so
just pick out a yellow
starts-
you like.
Is that how it is?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
like over here, it gets even more yellow.
That is close to that. There is a factory color that I got from Agco.
Oh, okay. Now, was this the original color here?
That's close to the original color. Yes, that's called Rio Trend Red.
Rio Trend Red. Wow. Gold Comet. Now, what about this? Now, this is the one that you were telling me y'all learned to drive on, right?
Right. My brothers, my three brothers, and myself learned to drive this tractor.
That's great. Look at that. I mean, look at this.
Daddy bought this new in 1940. It was his second Huber.
Now, is Huber a good tractor?
We thought it was. It was quite a workhorse in its day. It had a 336 Waukesha.
You know, it's amazing with the gears what kind of power you can get out of a small engine.
Yes.
You know?
But that was a big tractor in 1940.
Yeah, because they kept getting bigger.
Oh, yeah.
You know, as the needs got bigger too, didn't they?
Right.
Now over here, I've been wondering about this right here. Tell me about this.
This tractor came from, we found this in Stuttgart, Arkansas. This was used in the rice country. You can tell the difference in the tires.
Well, I was gonna say, what's with these tires? That's what made me look at it.
You can run in the mud. This tractor was used to build the levees for the rice fields and then tear them back down to drain them.
So how does this help you in the mud?
That will slice through the mud instead of trying to float. It works like a skate or a sled.
Right.
It can guide you through
And
the
still
mud.
turn.
Usually. Right.
And now when the mud actually gets deep, do the sides of the wheel actually help?
Yes, it helps them floating.
Wow.
And of course, the taller tread will power you through the mud more so.
Yeah. That's great. And this little babe right here. Tell me about this.
This is a 1973 International Harvester 1310 1-ton.
How many miles this got on it?
This truck's got 32,000 miles on it.
32,000.
It's spent its working days in Henderson, Kentucky area,
I know Henderson, Kentucky.
and delivering and picking up livestock.
Right.
And the old gentleman had passed away, and his nephews put it on a used car lot, and a friend of mine found it, and he started on it, and he sold it to me, and I finished it, and I use it here on the farm as a play truck and run errands with.
Oh man, that is so sweet. And it runs on the vapor too.
Yeah, it runs on LP gas.
And you guys converted this one as well.
It was already converted when I bought it. I put different tanks on it.
Look at that interior. That's just great. I mean, you go through town in this, everybody knows who you are, don't they?
Yeah,
I mean, let's be honest, that is a cool truck.
we went with the gold paint because that relates to the Prairie Gold theme. It's a little different color than it originally came with.
Well, Alan, I got to thank you for having us out.
Yes,
We
enjoyed.
we had a great time. This is the coolest. You know, you really you've got a homemade museum here.
Yeah.
You know, you've got a working homemade museum that people can stop in and see. I think it's just great what you guys have done. So good luck to you.
Yeah, well,
Thanks.
enjoyed sharing it with you.
Man, I'd like to see this place in the summertime. And I'm gonna too, because I'm coming back.
On our next episode of Tractor Fanatic, we'll have some country fun and check out a bunch of classic tractors at Mike Thomas's Hillbilly Farms.